it's Candace with WeDharma.com. Tonight marks a special evening in my life. It is the night before graduation from Pure Yoga teacher training. And, I want to talk briefly just about authenticity because all through this process, the 200 hours we had back-to-back, 10 hours every day for the last 5-6 weeks, has been such an incredible time for all of us to kind of get out of our normal lives and detach from the world that's busy and the world that's all about the BlackBerry and that's all about the Facebook and all this stuff, and really take 10 hours out of the day to explore the inner life and explore our reflections through each other and explore the body from the anatomy, physiology, all the way to the soul, all the way to the higher self, whatever you want to call it, and to open yourself up physically and mentally. I mean, we would practice at least 3 hours a day, if not 8. That opens your body in ways from, connective tissue, the fascia, all these things open, and that makes the rest of you open. One thing is not separate from the other. That's the word union. Yoga is union, and it's not only body and mind like people think, but it's yourself with your real self, your higher self. And so obviously there's going to be a lot of shifts. There's going to be a lot of feelings that come up, a lot of restoration, a lot of integration, alignment, lots of changes. And of course I've had like periodic shifts where I'm like, whoa, this is happening and I get this. And one of my teachers said today, she's so smart, she was saying how when you go through something like this, there's almost not really a test at the end of it, but we've all experienced this in life where all of a sudden things get really difficult after it's been amazing, and then it gets better. And everyone says it's kind of like the cycle of life, but really it's just the cycle of your own karma, or whatever you call it. It's a cycle of your own change and transition. So we go through these things, and then there's a really big test to see if you pass or fail, to see if you're ready. Are you different? And it's right after that long period of growth that you have this transition that really does happen in your life. And the people around you react differently because you're different. They appear different because you see them different. You function differently with your job. You talk differently to people. It's a different awareness, and it's amazing. And today, every day I've had an aha moment. 3 days in a row is an amazing thing. How many people can say they have an aha moment every day for an extended period of time? But today I had 3. And the authentic one that I'll talk about, it was incredible because today I actually saw how truth and what we think is truth, or should I say truth and ego, can be so intermixed, can be so confused from one another. And I'm someone who thought, I am who I am, I'm so confident, I've got these insecurities, but I've got these qualities, and I just thought I had it all figured out. And I walk into my class, and I'm teaching like I've been teaching forever, and it's funny because at the beginning of these 5 weeks, I was so extroverted, speaking my mind like always, and near the end, I became a lot more introverted, introspective, and observant. And I wasn't conscious of it. I was conscious of watching myself do it, but I didn't know why. And I think what it is stripping, little bit by little bit, those places in the ego that we have for protection and to defend and make sure that we're not rejected or not loved, and to be in a safe little environment like this for 5 weeks, this little bubble of beauty, I call it, because every single person in this class is just gorgeous in the most organic sense of the word, and unique, and non-judgmental at all. And if they had a judgment, they worked it out for themselves and no one ever knew. And it was just a loving environment. And to be in such a space, it allows you to peel away all those things you've built up over the last how many years you've been alive, and those conditions that you've falsely believed. And it really reveals your heart. You start living from your heart rather than saying and talking about it. You actually do it. You're so open, and your mind is so expanded that you live from your heart. It's a very vulnerable space to be, but it's the most real. And it's the way life works, and it's how synchronicity flows, because there's nothing blocking it. You're not blocking you. Nobody else can block you. It's the most real way to live, and you experience so much deeper and so much wiser. I think to be able to experience something, be aware of what you're experiencing, watch yourself experience it, and still be completely present in the moment is my definition of wisdom, rather than knowledge. Rather than just reading about something, I've completely done it. We've all been there, and if we haven't, we need to be. Completely do something and watch yourself and know what you're doing and why, and change it is beautiful. That's what it's about. Evolving, evolution. So today I realized those false confidences that I used to have and how they no longer serve me, because I actually know about it now. And I didn't even know that it was a falsity, but something that blocks you from feeling a certain way is not real. We feel everything as beings, and we are meant to, because that's how we function. Emotion is something that we feel as desire, as sadness. It's how we heal, how we grow, how we change, how we shift. So tonight I welcome everyone to open as much as they can to themselves, because I tell you, it's not scary once you do it. It's scary thinking about doing it. And then once you do it, you do the work, you pay as much money as you could ever see to have the experience again, because it's an incredible conscious journey of bliss. So on that note, namaste. I'll see you very soon.